Hi, I'm Alfred L.T. Williams. I'm here at Chaotic Cave with producer, songwriter, engineer, LaRomeo. What we're going to demonstrate to you today is going to revolutionize the way you mix your songs in your home studio. As we know, most major studios, they have sound treatment. Each room is treated with reinforced sound treatment, bass traps and all those things. And we notice that a lot of home studios don't have, either people don't have the money or don't have the know-how. So we decided to sit down and figure out a way to treat your room as a temporary fix. It's not the permanent fix, but it's a temporary fix. So I guess what we'll do is dive into it. We'll tell you first you need a couple of pieces of equipment that you must have. You need a PreSonus 1602 mixing board, or a PreSonus 1642 mixing console, or a PreSonus 2442 mixing console. You need a set of studio monitors and a computer. You need any RTA omnidirectional microphone with a mic stand. You also need an XLR mic cable. Also, you need a tape measure. Is speaker placement. You have to take a tape measure, which Romeo will actually demonstrate how to take a tape measure to figure out where your sweet spot is before you place your RTA microphone. Romeo?
Well, the first thing you're going to do is make sure you have your speakers located in the best possible spot for your listening position. After you find out the best spot for your speakers, you're going to take a tape measure, and from cone to cone is 58 inches. So when I sit down in my sweet spot, it should also be 58 inches from my ears and 58 inches from my ears. So a perfect triangle, and I'm sitting at the point of it.
Once you find your sweet spot, that's when you place your mic in that location. And then you take your microphone cable and plug into a channel on the mixer.
The channel that I'm going to plug into is channel 16. And that's the channel that we will be working with for the rest of the day.
Once you plug your microphone in, don't forget to engage your phantom power in that channel. Make sure your computer is connected to the PreSonus mixing board FireWire port. And also you need to make sure that you've downloaded the Universal Control 1.6 version software from PreSonus. And you can launch that, and we'll get ready to start the process.
If you're on a Mac, you'll go to your Finder window and go to Application. Inside that folder, you will find the Universal Control 1.6. If you're on the Windows PC, then you're just going to go to Start, Programs, and then you will find your application, Universal Controller 1.6, in there. Now that you have Universal Controller up, you can verify that you have it updated about control, and you'll see that it is 1.6.
Next, you need to have a tone generator. You can use an external tone generator or internal. We're going to use an internal tone generator.
I launch Pro Tools, open, engage a audio track. First thing, you'll go to your insert section of the audio channel you pick. You go to your plugin list, go down to DigiDesign. Inside of DigiDesign, you will find your signal generator, and that's how it will come up. Everyone has a signal generator. You have white noise, saw wave, all that, but you're going to pick pink noise. That's what you need. Now before you do this, you want to make sure you have your board down, because if you select the tone generator, it's going to automatically come on. So I'm going to unbypass mine and turn up my monitor And now I have peak noise.
For those of you who don't have a tone generator, if you have a smartphone, you can download an app called White Noise. Any tone generator noise, and you just open up your application, plug it into your PreSonus mixing console into 2 channels.
Once you have your peak noise playing through your PreSonus, you need to measure the decibels. Download an app for measuring decibels and make sure that the reading is between 83 and 85 decibels. We're going to test our peak noise to make sure that the decibel level is at 83 sound pressure level. That's good. Once you have your dB meter showing at 83 to 85 decibels, now you could take the microphone that you set up in the listening position. It should be showing on channel 16 with the phantom power engaged. You will go to your auxiliary channel. That's where you want to monitor the sound that's coming from from the microphone. Engage channel 16. This is channel 16. So I'm going to turn it up to unity gain, which will be 0. That means that the signal that's being heard from the microphone is now being played at unity gain straight to auxiliary. Whatever the microphone is hearing, I'm hearing. Now you want to go back to your universal control program, and you want to change that to graphic EQ. Right now it's located on overview. We're going to go to power on the EQ, and that will power on the EQ. Once it's powered up, choose the RTA. When you enable the RTA, it will show what is coming through the main speakers. Engage the firewire button to make the sound generator come through. When I enable the peak noise, you will see that through all frequencies, that the peak noise will show flat through all the frequencies. Now we need to go from what the board is hearing, which is GEQ 1 and 2, which is your main stereo left and right, to hear what the microphone is hearing, which is GEQ 3, which is auxiliary 1. Once GEQ 3 is enabled, I'll play the peak noise. You will be able to see what the mic is hearing, which is really what your ears will be hearing. The microphone is plugged in channel 16, routed to auxiliary 1. Press auxiliary 1 mix. Make sure that the control that's sending channel 16 to auxiliary mix is turned up to 0, which is unity gain. Now that everything is turned up and it's going to auxiliary 1, we can engage the peak noise to have it come through auxiliary 1. But we first must go over here and select the microphone. Now you can see I'm talking and everything is engaged. Let's play the peak noise and see what it says now. Now you see everything is not even. If we go back here and look at the graphic EQ number 1 and 2, which is the main, you'll see that everything is even. Graphic EQ 3. What we need to do now is make sure that EQ 3 is looking like EQ 1 and 2. When we enable the RTA, something else that came up is the XY. The horizontal line that you'll see going across, that will let you know where the frequency lies. 20 hertz, 25 hertz, 32, and so on. The vertical line up and down is going to show you the decibel level of it. We want to make sure the decibel level is the same as your graphic EQ 1 and 2, which is coming out the mains. The main left and right EQ is showing that it's at 48.1. When I press the graphic EQ, I want all the levels to meet there. Oh, y'all back? Okay. All right, check this out. Now that you heard the peak noise going through the system, and it was at 48.1, I'm going to show you how to change your individual hertz settings, your frequency settings. You're going to go to your main board because you're going to leave your XY at 48.1 so you can see where to go. So now we're going to go to systems. Bam. We at system. You at page 1. We're going to go down to page 7. Page 7. At main left, that's the mains. Main right, that's graphic EQ 2. And auxiliary 1, that's a graphic EQ 3. So now that we see that we're there, we change anything here. And you can see, we're going to go down to next. And that's going to take it down, show band. And that's going to show you band 1 through band 31. So you got a 31 band equal graphic EQ. So now that we see that we have a 31 band EQ, we're changing the bands so that everything is hitting right at the line of the 48.1 XY line. Okay. We adjusted it. So now what we want to do is go save that setting. And we're going to go to show browser. And we're going to go from here. This is where you save your settings. We go to graphic EQ. Plus create from graphic EQ 3. Name it test from graphic EQ 3. Press on to graphic EQ 1, which is the main. Grab it, drop it there. Now it's going to change the graphic EQ 1 and 2, which is left and right main, and it's going to change it to what you have recorded, the graphic EQ 3. The reason we want to do that is this is what the room is hearing, which is graphic EQ 3. What we want to do now is make sure what's coming out the speakers is what the microphone was hearing. Then we are one step closer to getting your room corrected. Keep doing that until when you press EQ 3, everything is flat underneath whatever decibel level you started at.
So repeat the process until you receive a flat signal on your auxiliary EQ, and then it's complete. And you save that and drop it to your main left and right EQ, and you're done. And that's it. Congratulations. Great mixing. See you.